Hi Rahul, hi Suchismita. Rahul and Suchismita, why don't you tell us something about yourself and your interest in dogs?
Hello, I am Dr. Rahul. I am from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Pomeranians, I started as a passion, which happened to become a kennel. So we have registered the kennel at the Kennel Club of India in the name of Little Luxury Pomeranians. And she is my wife, Suchismita, who has been a backbone in this Pomeranian breeding as well as passion. So she loves training them, she loves taking them to shows, and she grooms them as well. And as a child, I was very enthusiastic towards this breed. But lack of knowledge, lack of resources would refrain me from getting a purebred Pomeranian. So initially it started with German Spitz, who was a female, she is this one. So it's Kyra. She's my first Pomeranian, who happened to be a foundation bitch of my kennel. See, this has happened. The market has been corrupted because of lot of backyard breeders as well as lot of researchers. Several pet shops, though not all, mislead on what a real Pomeranian is. So they try to sell German Spitz because when you take a Spitz puppy, they of course look very cute. But once it grows up, maybe 4-5 months down the line, the client realizes, no, this has turned out to be a German Spitz. So lack of awareness, probably people buy too early, even 35-40 days old puppy looks very cute.
But do you think that even buyers know the difference between Poms and...
I would say in my personal experience and what I have seen across a long time, 85% of the people, they don't know what a real Pomeranian looks like. So lack of awareness, I would say, is spoiling it all. And a lot of unethical people have come forward to the business who sell culture Pomeranians, German Spitz, in the price range of 5,000 to 15,000, 20,000 as Pomeranians.
And Pomerarians are actually expensive?
Pomeranians are very expensive. Pomeranians, the reason for it being expensive is it is not a easy breed to breed. It is a tough breed to breed. So, and the litter size is very small when you compare it with any of the larger breeds. See, one thing I would like to emphasize on in your channel, sir, is always choose a reputed breeder, because there are very few breeders in the country who breed toy Pomeranians. And there is nothing called as a teacup Pomeranian, the fancy teacup, which a lot of people are not aware. They say a Pomeranian should be a teacup one, which is very misleading. There is nothing called a teacup Pomeranian, there is Pomeranian. And in few litters we get very abnormally small puppies, which are not healthy. And a lot of health complications and issues can rise in the future, which people call designer or teacup Pomeranian. We never sell a dog or purchase a dog below 3.5 or 4 months. So I would suggest everybody who is watching this channel, please don't buy a puppy who is 50 or 55 day old. So the price range varies as per the quality we sell, because I have several imports as well. So the price starts from 60,000 onwards, and it can go up as per the quality.
So how far can it go up?
At
least in India. If you are not importing, you are getting a bred in India puppy.
Yeah.
How far can
if both side import parents, I would consider selling it at, if the puppy is of high quality, I would prefer 1.5 lakhs. The major arena we are thoroughly lacking behind. The transportation is, I would say, it's not up to the mark, because we face a lot of challenges when we transport a puppy to any part of the country or overseas. So transportation is a huge challenge, and shipping is a huge challenge, as we don't have reliable air carriers as well. Only Air India does it, but no other carrier takes.
And is transportation expensive?
It's very expensive. It's very expensive. So a lot of people basically back out for the transportation facilities, as they are not up to mark and they are expensive. See, we have one body in India, which is the Kennel Club of India, which basically determines pedigree of the dog. We need to know the bloodline of the particular dog we are buying or purchasing. along with the microchip to know the complete pedigree details.
And that is given by the Kennel Club of India.
Yeah. That's the only body in the country we have which is approved, which is called the Kennel Club of India. One thing I would like to add on is if a breeder gets a reference number when applying for the paper, it would be a very hassle-free process so that we could forward it to the client who could check it online even. The reference numbers would be the parameter I believe.
So you think you're suggesting that the whole process of applying for papers should become online?
Should become hassle-free, online and less paperwork so that everything could be tracked or monitored easily by the client as well. The overall growth and development of the puppies are very important. So it is very important for us to give the puppies adequate nutrition. And there are few brands I am always very biased to when it comes to puppies feeding and nutrition. So I prefer Arden Grange, I prefer Akana over other brands, and I'll show you in a small measurements how do I feed them on a regular basis. We start the day with the liver drops, which we feel is very important. So this is the liver drop I'm administering for the puppies first thing in the morning. And for the overall immunity, we administer this, which is an immune booster. Apart from that, this is for the overall coat development. So we start this once the puppy are off mother's milk and Cerelac. When they start dog food, so this is what we incorporate in our daily feeding to the puppies. This helps to basically enhance the coat. So this is what we are feeding today. This is Arden Grange winning puppy. This is the dog food we prefer, this and Akana. So for a puppy, the adequate quantity would be 10 to 15 grams, depending on the weight and size of the puppy, because it differs from litter to litter. And this is probiotic, this is curd. So I always prefer giving curd to the puppies. Not on a daily basis though, but usually we do. And this is a probiotic as well. This is a probiotic which has been there since years, and this is my first preference, Sporolac powder, which helps in the digestive and gut system. The nutrition requirement of an adult dog is very different, depends on which age group the adult dog is. So the nutrition and the vitamins required depends on the age and health condition of the dogs. So this is a liver support, this is an immune booster, this is an amino acid based multi-mineral, this is a probiotic, this is a overall growth and dietary supplement. This covers all parameters, and this is for the coat development, fatty acids. This is calcium and vitamin D3, which is very important for strong bones. This is aristo enzyme. I prefer enzymes always for my dogs. So this is a supplement which is given during heat usually. It is very important to measure the food before we give, so that we don't overfeed, and that overfeeding often leads to upset stomach as well as loose motion. So it is very important for a puppy to have 10 to 15 grams of food, which is this, and for an adult, adequate amount would be 45 to 50 grams, which is this. So we always measure it before we give. Suchismita, who has been an immense source of support with whatever I asked for. Mr. Mahendra Kumar Yadav, who has been training my dogs, who has been an amazing source of support always to me. Apart from that, I would like to thank the breeders who had trusted me with the best of their bloodlines. Santana Poms from Thailand, Maya Guddina from Russia, Mr. Mandeep has been of great help with a lot of things. Apart from that, Mr. Gaurav has been always a great deal of support. So I would like to thank the kennel boy who has been with me since a long time. He does all the hard work behind the picture, who is Mr. Prasant. So there has been a team which has been with me since a long time, and Mr. Chandrakant to provide me with the show tips and everything. So another person who showcased my dogs, Mr. Vijay Naidu, a lot of people who helped me immensely. I would say wholehearted gratitude to Tailwaggers, Mr. Bridges sir, for taking effort in coming and covering us and kennel. So it is an absolute delight to have you with us, and we thoroughly enjoyed the conversation as well. And I would request all viewers to subscribe to Tailwaggers channel and like and subscribe to all the videos.